another good sex topic on the gram today. This one's a little deep, so buckle up, be ready. The question is, in the DMs, it says, how do you help someone heal from sexual trauma and a history of bad, hurtful, or unfulfilling sexual experiences when you yourself have no experience in that area? What if they fight back when you try and propose ideas to face the issue and replace bad memories with good or positive ones? Great question. That's a big one. That's a complex one. And honestly, you could spend years and dedicate a lifetime to reading books and researching sexual trauma and how to help people get over that stuff and still not even be able to answer all the questions. So with that being said, I'm just going to present to you a small area of thought that may help anyone out there dealing with a partner who's experienced sexual trauma in their past. What we have to understand about trauma, and sexual trauma in particular, is that anytime a trauma happens, there's a part of our identity, something that we believe in ourselves, that gets ripped away by an experience or another person. Sometimes we believe we're safe. Sometimes we believe that we can take care of ourselves. Sometimes we believe that we can trust other people. And then we get into situations where that's no longer the case, and that belief is ripped away without our consent. That's the foundation and the fundamental understanding of what trauma is and kind of how we have to think about it. So when someone has experienced sexual trauma, and maybe you're their partner or maybe you're the one who experienced that, in order to heal from those things, we have to go back and find out what were those things that we believed and how we sort of process through those things to come back from it. As a partner, what that means that there's nothing that you're going to be able to do to fix this thing. And I know that's hard to hear. There's nothing that you can do yourself to heal the trauma, because think about it. In that situation, there was something that was taken away from an individual without their consent. And so to have the same idea that I can give them that thing back is the same sort of premise that got them in the first place. The only person who can heal sexual trauma, or any trauma, is the person that went through it. Because by reclaiming their independence, by reclaiming their assertiveness as a person, and by understanding that they are an individual and that their soul, no matter what happens physically, can never be taken away, that they're going to be okay no matter what happens. It may not feel good. There are things that happen that are wicked, mean, bad, and nasty. But the healing process always happens from the individual who went through that experience. And so if you're in a relationship with a partner who's been through something sexually traumatic or a traumatic experience, you can't fix them. They have to fix themselves, because they're the ones who are more powerful and stronger than they believe. So what does that mean for you? Let's make it real practical. It means that as much as you suggest and as much as you try and coach them through these things, unless they choose to get better, nothing's going to happen. Your best hope and your best solution is by being super honest, super upfront, and super caring for that other individual. By them interacting with you and by seeing the reality of the world, they'll be able to start to adjust their mental expectations and adjust their behaviors, so that way they can start to heal their own process. Make it super simple even more. Let's say you want to have sex with your partner. They're not in the mood, or they're feeling particularly triggered that day. And so you initiate, right? You're trying to start that foreplay, you're trying to start that cute talk, to kind of facilitate things going in the direction that you want them to go, and then they shut you down. One, recognize that it's not you. Don't take it personal. They're shutting down because of something that's going on inside themselves. And then two, communicating in a non-judgmental way, hey, I really wanted to engage in something with you because I really care about and love you, but I know that you're going through something emotional right now that hurts me just as much in a different way, but as I know you're hurting right now too. And so by allowing that clarity, that transparency to be there, it allows them to start to work through that stuff and to see that their pain is shared with you, that their pain is something that you're going through with them, and that now they have the opportunity to work through that stuff, and maybe a conversation can begin where healing starts to happen. Human beings are incredible. We get broken in relationships and we heal in relationships. So the best opportunity, be honest, Be caring. Don't hide who you are. Don't hide your feelings. But let them be seen in a way that's caring for the other person, and that you two can work together collaboratively. Because in you, each of you, is the ability to heal the traumas that we've experienced. I hope that helps. I know it's a tough one. Please, I'm looking forward to the comments. I'll be there to answer any questions that you have. If you need professional help, reach out. I mean, I'm just the dude on Instagram. But I hope that this starts a conversation. And again, for that person who sent the question, thank you so much. I think it's a topic we need to talk about. Peace.